Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? What is going on? This is Josh with American AF Dumpster Rentals in Dallas. So I'm having a little bit of a delayed issues over here. Man, I don't know what's going on with Google today. Um, man, I don't know what's going on with Google today, but everything was all messed up on my computer. Literally, like I couldn't log into anything. I couldn't. I had no save passwords, nothing. So I don't know if Google did an update or what's the deal. But I was even having a hard time logging into to YouTube, which really sucked. I almost wasn't even able to make the live. But anyways, what is up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great week. Today is Wednesday. It is Hump Day. It is midway through the week. I hope everybody's making money. And yeah. So if you're here, you can hear me. Say what's up. Tell me where you're from. I see Dylan. What's going on, Dylan, brother? How are you, man? Hope business is good. Hope you're picking up over there. I don't know if you saw that little comment I made about driving all the way to Oklahoma to go service your dumpster, but you kind of do live that far, man. You're like way out there. I don't even know where you're at. Like when you hear about where people live and it just sounds like some far, far, far away land. That's wherever you're at. I don't even know where you're at. So. What is going on, man? Charles, what is up, brother? Thanks for the info on Nick. Nick. Who's Nick? I don't know. Not 100% sure. Let me know who you're talking about. If you guys can hear me all right, tell me what's up. Let me know where you're from. Let me know everybody's here. Charles is from Fredericksburg, Virginia. What is up, man? Um, yeah. So this week has been kind of slow. I mean, business has just been like that, man. It's just like you're getting swamped one week and then it's kind of slow the other. It's got these really big ebbs and flows, really big busy season, and then a real quick, and then busy again. So, um, things have been this week is just it's been okay. I mean, it hasn't been really busy. It also hasn't been really slow. Every day we go into it kind of like a half a day, and then by the end of the day we'll get like some last minute jobs, and we end up being okay. But every day we go into it, it's almost like, man, we're going to be a half day. We're going to end up going home early today, or finding some other work to do, especially for Kevin, for the driver, and make sure he's got stuff to do. But we still end up leaving about 3 or 4 o'clock, so hasn't been too bad. Today I had him go up to Keystone for me and pick up some dumpsters. I had him pick up some 4-yard cubic dumpsters. So if you guys are on the Dumpster Rentals 101 page, or if we're personally friends on Facebook, which if we're not, why not? Like, say what's up, be a friend, shoot me a friend invite. Um, but yeah, I had him go out there today and pick up 6 4-yard dumpsters, and I had my flatbed over there getting fixed up. When Keystone did my flatbed, for some reason they didn't add wheels onto the back of the flatbed, so they owed me some wheels on the back of the flatbed, which they installed those. And then while it was there, I told them, throw about 6 4-yard dumpsters in there, front end loaders. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I don't have a front end loader, but I've been talking to a guy, and he does a good amount of front end loaders. He just does some bags only, like people have to load them with bags, construction bags or regular bags or whatever, and he just unloads them. Takes 2 or 3 minutes by hand into a dumpster for now. I know I need a dumpster at my house, and I know several neighbors in my area that need dumpsters that I don't mind servicing like that. And if it gets to become something great, if not, then I'm okay with just every couple of weeks hitting up those dumpsters by hand, as long as they bag them. So that's what I did. So yeah, I got some pretty good 4-yard dumpsters at a pretty decent price. They're like 670 oh my gosh, right around $700 a piece for some 4-yard dumpsters. So if again you're on the Dumpster Rental One page, you'll see what they look like. So around here, I mean, I'm thinking about 150 to 175 every 2 weeks, maybe just to empty them out. I'm not sure, or I mean a month, but I'll do it, service them twice a month. So, anyways, who else is here? Oh, Chris was talking about Nick the AdWords guy. So yeah, I'm glad you're using him, Charles. Nick is doing great for me. So if you're looking for an AdWords guy, hit me up, Josh at AmericanAFDumpsters.com, or you can send me an email at ads@AmericanAFDumpsters.com. But really go to Josh at American AF Dumpsters. I check that one a lot more often. If you're looking for an AdWords guy, he's helping out a lot of guys in the industry and doing pretty good as far as my ads are concerned. So I highly recommend him. I've been through about 3 or 4 different guys. And yeah, sounds like he's doing good for you too, Charles, hopefully. So let me know in the comments how he's doing for you. If you feel like there's an uptick in business because of what he's doing for you. Um, I'm the kind of guy where I do hire somebody out for that kind of stuff, but I also stay on top of it. So I usually go into my AdWords account at least once a week, and I'm making sure that new keywords are being added or new negative keywords are being added. I'll go in through my AdWords account and I'll see what keywords are triggering my ads. And if there's something that's triggering my ads that I don't service, I turn that into a negative keyword, right? So that my ad doesn't show up for things I don't want it to show up for. So again, for those of you guys that are using Nick, let me know in the comments below. Is he working out for you? How is he doing? I'm glad to have found him and brought him into this industry. I hope that he's doing you guys a heck of a service like he's doing me and my company. So he's doing us pretty good, doing us a solid. So like I said, I've gone through about 4 guys. He's probably about the 4th one I've used, and some of them are pretty well known in the industry and also in the junk removal industry. And he's the only one that has actually lasted longer than 3 to 6 months. I'm not gonna lie; those other guys they didn't last very long. So hopefully he's doing all right for you, Charles. Let me know. Mike says loud and clear here in Minnesota. Mike, are you the same guy from Minnesota last week? Minnesota. I gave you a little bit of a hard time for Minnesota. I love it. Love it. Don't like the Vikings. I'm a Packers fan, as you can tell over here. Definitely a Packer fan. We have a rivalry with Minnesota. Always have. Dylan says only 98 miles. Only 98 miles. Goodness gracious. Slow week on dumpsters, but have skid steer work to do. Awesome. Yeah, man. It's just been March. February we really kicked ass. Like February was a solid month for me. It was really, really good. So it really led me to believe that March was going to be even better. And we were going to be super busy for March. And we are, but we're pretty in line with where we were in February, which, again, I thought it was going to be a lot more than February because of warmer temperatures. But we've also had a ton of rain this March. It's been a lot of flooding, a lot of just lots of storms. So that always, always, always affects dumpsters for us. The worse the weather, the worse businesses. So let's see here. Who else we got? Antrell, what is up, brother? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the weekly video. Welcome back. Welcome back. Carl Turpin says 6 months in, it's slow, but just putting in the work. Dude, 6 months, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a little bit. It's just time. It's all it always is always time, right? As time goes on, as you get more and more of your name out there, as people start to know you more, as you start to get more referrals or people coming back and using it for multiple projects, as all that stuff. I was talking to a buddy the other day, and I told him literally all it takes is just one. One. It's always that one to get you to the next one, and by that I mean like all it really takes is one good contract, one good like long-term deal, one good job where it's like a six month project, and it's like can after can after can, where it like really turns your numbers around. It just takes that one contractor who has multiple job sites, right, that are doing multiple demos or something like that. It just takes that one mistake from another company to allow you to slide in there and take over that contract. It's just one. It's the power of one, right? And that compounding of one that over and over and over again. As long as you take advantage of it, take care of the customer, do what you say what you do, all that kind of stuff, and stay in touch with them and provide good service, then that one starts compounding into more and more and more, and that turns your business and grows like this at the end of the day. CR Junk Removal and Fence Repairs. What is going on, man? I appreciate you being here. CR Junk Removal. Where are you from, brother? Let me know. And Fence Repairs. Dude, fencing. I got a quote for fence on one of the properties I was rehabbing, and that was insane. Crazy pricing on fencing. Sounds like a good business to be in with good margins. And Trell says, I use Nick. And Trell, let me know too, man. How is Nick working out for you? I hope he's doing you good, doing you a solid. Let me know. Let's be honest about it. I want other guys to know if he's doing a great job, great. If he's not doing such a good job, let us know. What can we fix, or what can he fix? Um, so Charles says Nick's getting me straightened out right now. We'll know soon enough. Okay, so you've just probably just started using him. I think I'm about a year in with Nick. Again, which says a lot because, like I said, I've let guys go after 2 or 3 months. You can kind of tell sometimes when somebody's just not going to work out. Same thing with a driver. My first driver, he lasted 2 weeks. 2 weeks is all, and actually, I got kind of annoyed by him, like to the point where, I mean, I just knew every time he called me there was like something going on. He just wasn't. Not to knock the guy, he was a good person, but he just wasn't a good fit. So I knew after the first week, I tried a second week, and then I just had to let him go. Sometimes it's easier to cut your losses quick and move on to the next guy, hopefully, than it is. And I compare that to like AdWords guy, right, or any guy that's giving you service, any vendor who's giving you service. Sometimes you know right away that gut feeling is super important, and it's easier and quicker to cut ties early on than to just keep dragging things on because it just makes things worse. Um, it makes your like just makes you yeah, it just makes things a lot worse. Jesus Torres, what is up, brother? Hand pink, hand pink waving. What's going on? Good job, American AF. Thanks for the info. Mike from Minnesota. Love it, man. Dashaway, what is up, brother? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. What is up? CR junk removal is from McKinney. So, CR, did you go to the Richard, what's his name? The DFW junk haul or junk removal summit? I'm curious to know if you went to that. I was invited to go speak there. I talked to Daniel about it. For those of you guys that don't, or I mean, let me know in the comments, show of hands, how many of you guys know that Richard guy? I don't know. I think it's called DFW Junk Removal or DFW Junk Guys. Junk Guys is what it is. His name is Richard. He's quite a character. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he's definitely quite a character. So he just had a summit, like a junk removal get together. It was like a 3-day summit. He wanted me to go out there and talk, but there's just some people that, like, no offense to the guy, but sometimes it's just better you just kind of, you know, keep your distance, I guess. So I just kind of let him do his thing. I don't know. I didn't know if it would be a good thing for my brand or not. He just didn't seem like a. Well, I'll leave it at that. Mr. Trash, what is up, Mr. Trash? March has been a little better than February. Still have a few days left to try and beat last year's March. Need about 7 more rentals this week. So I can look at that. I'm curious to know. This month, let me see here. As far as last year and this year compared, I'd have to look. But I know last year for a fact I had just sold the company March 1st of last year, so it was just over a year ago, and I really kind of hit it hard right away. Ricardo, that's his name. The junk removal guy, DFW junk guys. Let's look at reports. You know, it's kind of funny. Somebody did a poll today on Dumpster Rentals 101 between DRS and Docket. And Docket was getting a lot more votes than DRS, so I was kind of surprised about that. I don't know if Docket's actually picking up steam and getting a lot more customers, or just a lot more. Maybe the Docket guys were home more and they weren't working, and the DRS guys were out there hustling. I don't know. I'm just kidding. No offense to anybody who uses Docket. I was just messing with you guys. So, okay, March of last year, I did 40 dumpster rentals. So far this year, I'm at 74. So we're doing more than we were last year, that's for sure. But for the month of February, I did 89 dumpster rentals. So I'm a little behind, but we still have a few more days to go. All right, Justin, what is up, man? Don't be the cheap guy. You will always be that guy. Make up on the service side. Man, I'm not the cheap guy. I'll tell you that much. I saw, you know, it was funny too. I saw a post today on DFW Contractors Group. I did a a Friday rant not that long ago about the DFW contractors group about how people go in there and post things super cheap. And there was one there today. It was had to have been at least a 20 to 25 yard dumpster, right? So it wasn't a dumpster. It was a bunch of trash like in the driveway, and it had to have been, about 20 to 25 dumpsters worth a yard, just a bunch of crap. And the post was something like a picture. It says, "First, $300. Come and take all this with you." So he was offering $300 for somebody to come and fill up their dumpster and take all the shit and leave. And I'm like, you know what? That doesn't even cover a 15 yard. Doesn't even cover like a 10 yard. But you had like 70 something comments in it already. A bunch of people were commenting on it, and it was just ridiculous. So always about the cheap guy. Fencing is good. We're McKinney. Awesome, man. Record junk guy. Ricardo. He's a good guy. So, did you go to the summit? I'm kind of curious how the summit went. It seemed like it was pretty good. You had a couple guys there. I don't know Andrew personally, but I know I've seen his stuff online. He talks about junk removal. I guess he sold his junk removal business and he's doing a software. Yeah, Ricardo seems like a good guy for sure, man. But some of his stuff on YouTube is just kind of like some of the ways he talks about, but the way he talks, I guess. So what is else? What else is up? Not much. I released a video this morning about doing the distributorship with Cam Concepts. I don't really have much to talk about today. Things have been just smooth sailing. The trucks are going good. The Mac is running well. I haven't had any check engine lights on the Mac. The International is running good. My check engine on the International stopped coming on. I'm gonna schedule a PM probably the week after next to get everything checked. I was talking to Lou Canino with CFL Dumpsters and just mentioning things that we need to do on our trucks. And I don't know, when the last time I had the brakes checked. I think when I first got it, I had the brakes and the rotors or the drums checked. But other than that, everything's running smooth. There's been nothing to really talk about. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns for me, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in chat. Let's talk about it in the comments. But things around here, there's really no new news. Our next DFW meet and greet will be in about 2 weeks. The second Wednesday of, second Wednesday of April. So if you're in DFW, which I believe a couple of you guys are here, y'all should definitely come out to the meet and greet. It's just literally, we just do lunch. It doesn't cost anything but lunch. If you miss 2 in a row and you're part of the group, you're paying for drinks. Let's look up the calendar. So we've got April 10th. So actually 2 weeks from today, we will be having a lunch. So if you want to be part of that lunch group or the DFW networking group, shoot me an email as well, and we'll add you to a group chat, or we'll add you to the next one. And if you show up, then we'll add you to the group chat. But other than that, things have been quiet. Things have been good. Let me know. How is business? Show me what your numbers. Tell me what your numbers are for March. I'm curious to know. You don't have to specifically dollars amounts, but number of dumpsters, how many dumpsters you have, how many trucks you have. If you got more than one, let me know. I'm also excited to get in I just got all the specs and the final invoice for the Cam Concepts hook lift trailer that I'm ordering. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be a 16,000 pound GVWR with the tarp, and I'm getting all the bells and whistles. I'm getting an aluminum upgrade, wheel upgrade, as well as a toolbox upgrade, and it's going to be just black and red. We'll see. I don't know how much it's going to cost. I still haven't figured out how much the cost is going to be from Canada. So if anybody here has a hookup on having a hotshot company come out and actually go from Canada to Texas, that's going to be a pretty penny. I can only imagine. So Dash Away says junk removal is my bread and butter right now. That's good, man. That's really good. So you do a little bit of both, so hauling and junk removal. And I'd like to know, like, what kind of junk removal are you doing? Are you doing more demos? Are you doing, like, hoarder houses, commercial cleanups? I mean, what kind of junk removal are you doing? CR is talking about the Dallas Summit. I was questioning that, the junk removal summit. He talks like that for the clicks. Interesting. Talking about Ricardo. Justin saying, no, not me, not you, not me being cheap. Saying in general, if it works, it's slow. If work is slow, it's slow for most in that area. Yeah, man. Um, Again, around here, I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with weather. I mean, the housing market's doing okay. Usually, towards the end of the month, you get a lot of people moving out. I've got one that we got to pick up by Friday, even though they want a delivery. Another one tomorrow, but they want it picked up by Friday because they have an open house, or no, it's a closing on Saturday. Um, just lots of different things. I mean, going on at the end of the month, people getting their Social Security or whatever it may be. I don't know. I don't know. End of the month is always busier as well. So we'll see. There's kind of no rhyme to or reason sometimes with the ebbs and flows. Like sometimes it's busy. It doesn't matter what's going on. You're just booking left and right, and then other times it just slows down. Again, if you're not flexible and you can't do same day deliveries, um, more than likely you're turning away a lot of business because I would say 30 to 40% of my business is like ASAP, today or tomorrow. Um, Lots of people are asking for last minute dumpsters. So you guys tell me, are you guys seeing the same thing over there where you're from? And Charles says, I cannot stop thinking about the insurance company after last week that you spoke about from the Limbo group where they were getting together to be self-insured. How do we do that shit? Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to look into that. Let me make a note for myself to look into that. Um, And Tro's talking about, I was talking about in the limo industry how um, it wasn't self insured, but it was like a co op that lots of limo companies were a part of. And they would have about, 10 limo companies throughout the country that were involved in a co op, and they would all buy into the co op. So you had to be, first of all, you had to be approved. You had to kind of like apply, and everybody in the group had to approve each other basically. Once a group is established, any new person that comes in, they have to be approved by the entire group before they come in. And it's usually based on like their reputation. It's based on their run loss record. If they have a lot of obviously claims, they don't want them in the group. And then so they buy in. So instead of putting a down payment on an insurance policy, they buy into this co-op, this co-op insurance, and then um, you're paying a monthly fee just like you would normally normal insurance. And then at the end of the year, depending on how the group did, if there weren't a lot of claims, or if there were claims but they weren't that much, then you actually get a good portion back of your insurance that you put into it, and then you move on to the next year. So a lot of guys saved a lot of money, and I don't know how that would apply or how we could apply that to the. There's actually companies that are in charge to do that kind of stuff. And I'm actually gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make a note to look into that. I know exactly who I can talk to about that too. Notes. Give me 1 second. Insurance, co-op. Yeah, maybe next week I'll talk a little bit more on this and see if I can get you guys more information on that. See if there's something that we could all kind of work together and do. There was, like I said, requirements as far as like size and all that stuff in the limo industry, so I'm not sure how that would work in the dumpster industry. What is going on, Dana? Happy to see you, brother. Glad you can make it. I have a question of how the hell did you get 14-foot dumpsters to fit on your international? I'm asking me once again, swap loader. Yeah, so no, my international is 16 to 22 feet. So a 14-foot will fit on there, but it won't lock or slide in the back. So only just to move it short distances, um, or like really close deliveries. But it's kind of sketch because the only thing that's holding it is the front hook. It'll sit on the rails, and it's literally right. You just don't slide it forward, which means it's not locking at all. So you could strap it down if you wanted to manually strap it down if you're taking it somewhere. At least my international, I could do that, but it's sketchy. It's sketchy. 16 to 22 foot dumpsters is what it's meant to haul, not 14 footers. March as of Tuesday, 85 dumpsters. Good job, man. And again, so let me. How many dumpsters do you actually have? And are you running just one truck, two trucks, three trucks? What? How many trucks are you running? Kind of curious. Oh, looking forward to the hook lift trailer. So I've got a guy who's actually pretty close to probably buying one from another state. And if he gets his before I get mine, he actually invited me to possibly fly out there. I would obviously pay to fly out there and shoot some video, which actually gave me a good idea because I know of a couple other guys that actually have one already. So I don't know. I plan on going to Waste Expo in Nevada or Las Vegas um, in May. So if there's anybody up there that has one, I might visit with them. Otherwise, I might make a trip to somewhere that already has one and make some videos on it. So looking forward to that. We'll see. But as soon as I get mine, Carl, I promise you I'm going to start making videos of it. We're going to put that trailer to good work. I plan on really putting that trailer through the trenches, taking it to the landfills, kind of not really beating it up, but making it work, plain and simple. If anybody abuses their equipment, it's going to be me. Like I do work my equipment. My yard is not. My yard is like almost like going to the landfill, right? It's rough. It's underwater half the time. So it is what it is. But I'm pretty rough on my equipment. If that trailer withstands everything that I put it through, I would definitely recommend it. Mr. Trash says, Josh, have you ever used yard signs or any type of media like that? I've grown mostly by Google and Google Ads myself. Yeah, so Google and Google Ads is where I've done it as well. The guerrilla marketing, even though that is good, it's really hard for me to like just kind of go up there and which I've done though. I did it the other day. I went to a job site that's right by my yard and I handed them a flyer. I told them because they had a dumpster there that was overfilled. I said, if you need a dumpster and you need me to take care of it right away, give me a call. They never did give me a call. They refilled theirs or they got to swap out. But I do have yard signs. I put one out maybe once or twice. But I haven't done it like I should. I've always wanted to, if I drop off a dumpster at a construction site or like a house that's being remodeled, I've always wanted to put out a yard sign right in front of the house, kind of like, hey, dumpsters, or waste dumpsters provided by American AF Dumpsters, all that stuff, but have never done that. So Google Ads and Google is my number one form of advertising. So Daniel says he's looking at buying a second truck and need a second driver, 35 roll-off dumpsters and 10 dump trailers. And with that, he did 85 dumpsters in March. Is that common for you? Is that in line with where you were last year? Are you much better than where you were last year? Let me know as well. Where else? What else we got going on? We got nothing else going on. Things are pretty quiet. The chat is pretty quiet. We only have a few people in here, so I'm probably going to go ahead and log off unless something else comes up. But things are pretty quiet. Like I said, no news is good news, and yeah. So let me see here. I got one. So these are the dumpsters. I'm not sure if you guys can see on my phone, but these are the dumpsters. The 4-yard dumpsters that I picked up today. Again, had Keystone make them for me, and my flatbed trailer. So excited for that. We're gonna see what comes of that. Like I said, my area, I live way out in the country. I know I need a dumpster where I can just kind of empty my own, and then my neighbors as well. So I've got. I mean, it'll be easy for me to put out about 6 of them. I only have 6. About 150 to 175 a month. Empty it out 2 times a month. So every 2 weeks. But we'll see where it goes. I'm thinking about picking up one of those little cart tipper trailers. So if anybody knows of one that's for sale, possibly used. I don't really feel like spending $15,000 on a little cart tipper. But looking for a little cart tipper too. So if anybody has one or knows of one that's for sale, let me know. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night early, guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, smash the notification bell. I might have a guest next week, so make sure you tune in for that one. I think next week will be a lot better, and we will see you guys on the next one.